Hey there, everybody, and over here. Listen. One day, I'm not lying to you. What if I told you you're going to be able to scan this and then 3D print it? Of course, for personal use, not commercial, because you got to respect the license holders and the original creators. But the new iPhone Lidar sensor is going to allow it to the point that you're going to be able to scan this in less than 120 seconds, put it on a computer, and in 5 minutes or so, you're printing it. So first, let's get the elephant out of the room. The 120 hertz is more than likely not coming to the iPhone. And by the time you're watching this, we'll know for sure because tomorrow is the event. And if you want to keep on top of those Apple news and specific tech news and whatnot, and Xbox Game Pass Quest for free, Xbox Game Pass Ultimate, don't forget to hit the subscribe and the like and the bell activated so you get notified whenever those come out. But the event, we'll find out about that 120 hertz, and the event will confirm about the screen. But the thing is, the screen, in my opinion, it is important, but it is not as important as the LiDAR sensor. Reason is, most people, honestly, consumers, don't need the 120. For video watching, maybe watching something at a native 24 FPS would be nice, like adaptive, like the iPad Pro can do. But honestly, unless you on the higher end of the spectrum as to maybe content creation, or even if you like to be at the bleeding edge of technology, 120 FPS really fits you there. But if you're not, it just doesn't. Color accuracy. And that's the thing that the Android side of the 120 FPS have not been able to get it right. The saturation levels change and the color gamut and whatnot. And so the brightness even changes. So it's not a consistent 120 FPS when it comes to the little nitty-gritty details, which is where Apple usually takes their time and then implements it. So yes, if you want to be on the bleeding edge, which you're a minority if you do, just like PC gaming at 120 FPS, higher than 1080p, that's a niche of itself. So I'm not too hurt about the 120. And whenever the iPhone gets it, which is rumored to be next year, it's going to be great. But we're here to talk about something that literally eclipses the 120 FPS refresh rate on the display of the iPhone. Because LiDAR, guys, 3D modeling, augmented reality, even VR to a degree, are going to explode with this. This is the thing we needed for AR to finally grab its footing and just ram home with it. I forgot the name of the guy that's really fast. Usain Bolt. Yeah, Usain Bolt. Hopefully I'm not butchering it. If I am, let me know in the comment section below or on social medias under N107. And by the way, Twitch, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, I do Siege with my team. We need 1 or 2 people to come and join us and help us get into ranked. We're not too competitive, so if you are competitive enough to do ranked, hit us up Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. You can hit me up on social medias over there. And if you want to do Mortal Kombat 11 tournaments with prizes at the end, come over, talk to me, and I can hook you up because myself and Wero, a friend of mine, we're hosting tournaments for Mortal Kombat 11. The LiDAR sensor is going to allow the plug and play of grabbing real world objects and putting them in 3D modeling. It'll be able to figure out how far and deep an object is. And if you don't understand what the hell's going on and what I'm talking about, then when you want to grab an object, the mask I told you at the beginning of this video, you need to be able to, you can take pictures of it on a 360 angle, right? Go around it. But that in of itself is it's not a great way of doing it, but it works. It gets the job done. The computer can guess on things and whatnot. But with LiDAR, you get actual precise data on how far the light is traveling, because the LiDAR sensor literally, as I'm going to show you in the video, it's just shooting light all over the place. It can work sort of a night vision, but the fact that it's only a certain amount of meters, it won't really, work for actual navigation, hardcore navigation. But I think for actual utility as to short-term use, it's definitely enough. The LiDAR sensor will allow us to be able to track objects and see how deep they are, how far they are, actual measurements. You're gonna remember the measuring tape thingy? That's gonna replace it completely. Well, for certain distances, but technically it can. It has the potential to finally do it. I've been using Measure Kit on the iPhone because iPhone's been able to do augmented reality, AR for short, for a while now. But the limitations are in the camera. And yes, there's been rumors about laser technology and whatnot, but this LiDAR sensor, which has been on the iPad since the beginning of this year, is the actual golden nugget. And this is where it gets more special. Apple glasses. You've probably heard about it. The Apple augmented reality glasses, or Apple AR glasses. You remember that Google ugly fugly thingy? Yeah, that happened. That thing definitely appreciate Google, pushing the boundaries at here and there. But I think Google suffers from the same thing as Samsung, where they'll pursue something and then they just dropped it completely. But I think Google's actually even worse than that. Samsung usually improvises on it, cuts one version, then creates a better version, but by completely butchering the old one. But Google, they just butcher it. Remember the Pixel last year had really cool like finger tracking, face tracking crap, but niche features? Yeah, they're all gone on a new one. But with the Lidar sensor and AR glasses, you're going to be able to combine both and track the world around you with that actual Lidar sensor. And with the iPhone, doing most of the processing, I can see how the iPhone is going to become the HUD where the Apple glasses, sort of like an original Apple Watch, and even the second one kind of sucked at individual processing because it would send it to the phone and then back and forth, and it was a slow process. I think it's going to become like this, but now Apple has, the kind of wireless technology in their phones to be able to allow for a much easier, faster transition of data between the glasses and the phone. I've lost you at this point. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button before you pause and leave, and then come back and let's keep talking. Or you can go visit the written version of this video on streamingliveacademy.com, where I write the articles, and you can communicate with the community and the other fellow creators like German Luke, Lord Cypher, and Jaybird TV. Those guys are pretty good too, and they have their own niches that I invite you to come check out. If you like their content, do not do sub for sub or follow to follow. That is gross. And also on the website, you can sign up for a free PDF of 40 plus pages on content creation, where we teach you, the guys and I teach you what we've learned about content creation and the strategies you can do in order to make your hobby funner or actually monetize your hobby if you're into that. So stick around, and all you need is your email. It's free, guys. And then you get to download it, and we can guide you through it. And if you have any more questions on it, we can answer them for you. The AR glasses, for me, is probably the most exciting Apple product that is to come. I can picture a lot of things. Some of the things that I can picture is sort of a doctor doing a surgery. Imagine they have to look at the monitors. What if you had the glasses and you actually just got superimposed on the glasses, you just saw the actual vital details of your patient? Or if there's a certain procedure, the LiDAR sensor could show you where it detects the area that you're working on. For body, maybe it's a little more complex than that, so I'll switch examples for that one. But example, IKEA, or building your own furniture, that you buy from them, or another place, but I'll use IKEA as my example here. If you go to IKEA, buy a furniture, and you want to assemble it, what if the AR technology with the LiDAR and your Apple glasses showed you where each piece goes to, for complex, not the square rectangle ones that you can do in like 15 minutes, and somehow you still struggle. But the complex ones that have curvature and stuff, and a lot of pieces in the middles and whatnot, you could actually have an superimposed on your glasses to tell you where things go and if it's aligned or not. You're starting to see the picture here? Like, the applications are enormous. Virtual reality has got its game. Like, it's going, and I think it'll still go up. But augmented reality, I think it's finally going to have the missing piece to the puzzle that's going to allow it to reach levels that, me personally, I think AR, at least for the near future, is going to be more important than virtual reality by a long shot. Long term, we'll see once we get lazier and bigger, kind of like WALL-E. Maybe we won't even need to even move, We'll just have the chair and just go... and like maybe just VR into it. But, hey guys, we're at McDonald's. It's pretty good. Burger. Yum yum, guys. Let's go to the playhouse. Simulation broke. The balls in the playground are too many. So anyway, guys, that's my thoughts. LiDAR is the future of iPhones, the future of AR, and I think it's definitely the biggest future to come to iPhone since iPhone. Apple. So don't forget to support the channel. Appreciate you guys. Let me know what you need or what you think. And if you have any topics you want to talk about, stay put and I can make them happen. I'm in World 7, and I'll talk to you all next time. Peace.